to go. So, how are you feeling? This has probably been the craziest week of your life.
Yeah. It's been wild. I feel great, but yeah, it's been a whirlwind, as they say.
Did you expect like any of it before you even stepped foot into the octagon?
Not this much. Like I knew I was gonna do a lot better than I did my first time, but
Mm.
I didn't think it was gonna be to this magnitude.
Yeah, I mean the amount of interviews out has been insane.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's overwhelming, but there's times where I'm like, all right, look, man, somebody's pause real quick, please, But yeah.
Man, it's been honestly, it's been so awesome to see. And like I saw the one you did with like Ariel, and one of the comments was like, I had like the Monday blues until I saw this, and then I was like really happy. But like to be honest, I was the same. I was feeling kind of shitty, and then I saw it, and I was like, "Man, what's wrong with you? Like, have some
Awesome.
energy."
That's the goal right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Positive energy. Boom, 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 everywhere.
Do you realize how much you inspire people, how much you impact people, and like just by being yourself?
Yeah, now, yeah, like you got that. I've got a close group of friends or whatever, and they always say there's that one person that pours into everybody or whatever. So I've always been that person. I've always wanted everybody to be somewhat. You can't be happy all the time. I know that's impossible, but like if you're gonna be around me, you give me at least a strong 30% of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, now that whole like I'll get inboxes sometimes like, dude, I was about to sit down. I just saw you do a backflip. No reason for me to sit down, man. I was like, hey, get up, man. You go do it then, But yeah, now that's the overall goal, man. If just to be able to touch somebody in a positive way, make them feel wanted or like they can do it themselves, also. So I'm hitting goals left and right, so it makes me feel good too.
Have you been able to catch up with all the messages yet?
No, and I feel bad because like I'll get a strong like 200 and I'm like, yeah, all right, I made a good chunk. And then as soon as like, and Instagram's dirty too because they make it look like it's gone, and then next thing you know, it's filled back up and you're like, but I am like personally responding back, not just the not like a stamp. Thank you. Like if you write more than
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm actually I'm reading it. I'm responding to actually what you're saying. So just know, people out there, I promise I'm not a jerk. It's just it's so much right now. I'm getting back to you. It's slow, slow turtle wins the race. So we're getting there.
Man, after this weekend, if anybody says you're a jerk,
you're right.
like, just sit down. Just shut up. Well, like there was this one. Well, obviously there was this thing that you said that I feel like 170 pounds mentally. So I was wondering, like, do you ever like stand in front of somebody, like anybody that you fought or train with, and just be like, in your 170-pound body, think, damn, this guy's big?
All the time. There's not a day that doesn't happen. Like just moving around, like say for instance with the Alistair, like deep down inside, I was like, I'm 170, but I need my 200-pound body today for this event, going on. But yeah, no, there's that. I don't think there's been one fight where the guy was kind of my height, and that was my first fight ever against the dude that had 90 plus pro fights, Jonathan Ivey. He's like a cult hero in Tennessee and whatnot. But that was like the only time I had somebody my height, and you can see in the video how excited I am because in that fight I think I threw like jump spinning hook kick, a 540 tornado. Like I was throwing everything just because I was like easy target, no more 6'3", 6'5", everybody else, But yeah, like everybody, I'll say once we start bouncing, everybody feels the same height. Once we get moving, I'm like, okay, they're not that tall, but man, those I hate doing weigh-ins because it's like, oh yeah, like You know, but
Yeah.
yeah, no. Once we get to moving, everybody's the same height. But yeah, no, I know I'm short. Yeah, I know.
Trust me, I'm
That's
short
not-
too. I hate weigh-ins. Also, weigh-ins, they just like they zoom in to like arms and just this. And I'm just like, okay, well, all my weight's in my legs. How about you
right,
do
like,
like zoom out more so I look like I look good in this weight class? Jesus. And I'm going to tell you something that is like absolutely crazy. Well, for me, it was crazy. So, I trained Taekwondo from since forever, since I was like 8, right? And I
nice.
lived in, yeah, I lived in Miami, and I trained with Juan Moreno. I don't know if you
Oh
know, like,
wow,
yeah.
yeah.
So this like, because I was just thinking about you and like fighting and like, and also when I see guys from like Taekwondo or girls from Taekwondo and then they compete, I've noticed that there's this big like commotion around for the Taekwondo people. Like it's like it's quite a pride. Like, oh, that guy's from
Yeah.
Taekwondo. Like everybody kind of like rallies around. So like I woke up and I was like thinking about your fight and stuff. And then I was like, I wonder if he knows my coach. So then like and he messaged me like that day. And I was like, oh, that's so strange. Like, so
Crazy, yeah.
and he told me that that what do you call it? That he did a few seminars with your brother Curtis, and he like
Uh-huh.
he knew him and had like trained with him, and now like out in Atlanta, and like yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, once you like that TKD, it's a big but small world. Like once you start, getting up there and whatnot, like everybody's, look, family now, especially MMA wise. Like I had the guy, oh my god, I forgot his name, but he's the 2-time Olympian. I think he's like the #1 guy from Belgium. He messaged me. He was like, "Yo, I appreciate you putting Taekwondo, man, putting respect." And I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna put some respect on our name finally, you know." But yeah, I love the Taekwondo community.
Do you feel like you like that's your style, like that's what you want to represent? Because I see you always walk out to Barnett Taekwondo.
Yeah, more or less, like, one, it was always in the gyms, especially in Florida. In the gyms, it was always karate will get you killed, taekwondo will get you killed. So I kind of came into MMA with a chip on my shoulder with the whole taekwondo thing, because it was always, oh well, don't do taekwondo. If you're gonna do any type of style, do Muay Thai, wrestling, and this. And I was like, okay, I got something to show you, but yeah, no, I don't think I landed a punch except for at the end in this fight. It was all kicks. And yeah, like there might have been, I think we had like 2 exchanges hand wise, but that was our one of our goals. We were not expecting him to kick it off. Threw me off completely. That was that was like our plan Z, because we went through ABC real quick, and then he started kicking, and I was like, hang on, I'm supposed to be kicking. What is he doing? um, but yeah, no, I definitely am. That's what got me here. Like let's just be honest, from the tornado kick I did over in Korea, against Shimganu and Road FC. Taekwondo's always been the art form that's always made people go, how is he doing that? And that took, how it is with the Taekwondo, like a tornado kick to them was like, oh my God. To us, it's like, okay, what we gotta do 5 of them. All right, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's definitely my new little chip on my shoulder, my Taekwondo chip.
Did you ever try to do like a little bit of like Muay Thai and like see the difference, see if you liked anything from it?
Yeah, not to take anything, like I with those strict Muay Thai guys that stand,
Mhm.
that do the straight down the line, they got sick and tired of spinning side kicks to the stomach. Like, so
Yeah.
they would get mad at me and like, oh, you're not doing it right. And I was like, I'm winning. Why are you mad? Like last time I checked, if I scored, that was a point, right? So I've definitely played in the factor, but it always reverted back to Taekwondo for me. Like, okay, so basically take a 45 step instead of just stepping down the line. Little things. Even with like capoeira, like I know there's a big debate right now. Everybody's like, he had the hand down, so it was a capoeira kick. But so either way, like the way the kicks outside of Taekwondo, I pull it back into it. Even with the jabs and punches and boxing, like the jab, that's my front foot. The a straight, that's my back foot. So yeah, it always dials back to TKD at the end for me.
It also like what, because I saw on some of your interviews that you said like, oh, I looked at Jean Volante's like whole Instagram, like I knew his wife, I knew his
Yeah,
kid,
you
I
gotta
knew his
use
apartment. Man, I was like, dude, that's a serious amount of research. And like not a lot of fighters do that. It's for me, it's very 50-50 that I've spoken to. Like some are like, nah, my coach does everything, and others are like, sort of look at it, but like to that point, especially at heavyweight, it's quite like an odd thing.
Yeah, because you get typical what heavyweight. We all have on 4-ounce gloves. Somebody you hit really hard, so you'll win type thing. Me, I like to play that not the mind game of it, but hey, I'm gonna check that status. How was your day today? Hey man, I hate that my team lost. He's grumpy right now. I bet he's not gonna train the same because and me, I'm already a head case as it is. So if I sit and I'm gonna wonder about it anyways. So why not, just 2 clicks? Let's see what he's doing today. Oh, he went trick or treat, man. Oh, man, that's nice, man. You got all that candy stuff, like it's fun to me. It's part of the game. Like it's there's so much more to this MMA thing that people, just it's not just us punching to it. You know what I mean? It's such a chess game, and that to me that's another part of it. Me just moving a pawn is me clicking on his profile and being like, huh. Oh man, he's got a cute little baby, man. Oh man, like but yeah, I love the mental warfare of it also.
Is there anything that like surprised you, like that surprises you really when you look into a fighter that you've seen that you're like, whoa, I didn't.
I didn't seen it all at this point. Only thing, you know what? No, the only thing that was surprising. Have you ever seen that Key and Peele skit where the dude's like, they're running a promo for a fight, and the guy goes, "Yeah, I'm literally going to kill him," and then he disappears out the screen. Then he pops back up. It's
No, I'm definitely
it
looking
was
it up.
wild. Yeah, it was wild. But yeah, now with these fighters now, you're either gonna get the guy that's over the top trying to sell the tickets. You're gonna get the guy that's gonna shoot it straight. Hey, I'm a fighter that can't talk. He's just gonna be like, I fight. So what did you do today? I fight. So what did you do yesterday? I fight. You're gonna get that guy, or you'll get the the intelligent fighter that you can get a little bit out of and this and that. But yeah, nothing. I hope I've seen it all. I hope I've seen it all. I'll say that much. But yeah, I think I've been around the block enough to seen it all now.
Man, like seeing you fight, like after somebody sees you fight, then they go, "Yep, I've seen it all now."
Yeah, right.
You're the I've seen it all. It's not anybody else.
Maybe that's why
I'm
I've
like,
seen
with
enough
all
because I've seen me. Yeah.
yeah. Seen your videos, you're like, well, that's it. That's all the internet I need today. Do you think that you got that, like, because I heard that obviously your father's like a big influence in your life and in your training, and and he had you and your brother, I heard, like to like test stuff out. So do you
Yes.
think that mentality kind of like transferred over to your career in MMA?
Yeah. Especially like with I like to bounce around training a lot because what he taught me was always be a sponge. You can't go into a gym not expecting to learn anything from the white belt to the black belt because that white belt might step a little different, or might turn on the pivot a little different, So I've definitely always tried to take that into my own, like when say for instance when Stipe brings me out the camp, like they think, oh, he's just here to be DC little. I'm back in my mind, oh yeah, okay. All right, I like that also, just taking little things that work for me,
Yeah.
and using it myself, and then a lot of times they start picking my brain to make me better, like Bobby up there, and then Alex, the pad holder, at Strong Style, like the way they would come up and be able to take my taekwondo and mix it in with their style. It was, man, wow, yeah, it was crazy, but yeah, I guess, yeah, the style. Shoot, I don't even know. Yeah, pretty much just him always telling me be a sponge. Like I SpongeBob. That'll be me every
Yeah.
gym I show up to.
Imagination.
Yeah, but there it is.
I love SpongeBob. Oh, and what's this other thing I heard when you were like, you were talking about Beast Boy, and then you said like, oh yeah, from Teen Titans. I was like, yes,
Yeah, that's it.
Teen
That's it.
Titans. I
People
love
know.
it.
My nerds know, baby. Yeah.
And the old Teen Titans, not the new one,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
Cartoon
yeah,
Network one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that new one. I don't know.
um, another thing like that interests me obviously is that you walk out to the Spain flag, right? Like on your arm is
Mhm.
a Spain, and so what is the story around Spain? You were born there and then moved to America, or?
Yeah, father's in the Air Force, so
Mhm.
we were stationed over in Zaragoza. So that's why I got the flag. You know, gotta represent where I was born. Plus the European market. Wow, man, I love them and they love me, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing the love that they give, man. Like I wanted to be quote unquote like the first Spanish fighter in the UFC, and then I think what's that guy's name? He won the Tough Show, the heavyweight that won the Tough Show. He ended up being the first, Spanish fighter. Like, all right, cool.
Juan Espino. Yes.
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 Yeah. So cool. Whatever. What he can have it. He can have it for now. But
I'm
no,
gonna
yeah.
fight you.
Right. He's up there too. He's good at helping me climb the ranks. But yeah, no, that's why I rep it. I was technically, well, not technically, I was born there. So shoot, that's where I was born. I'm gonna throw it on my arm.
Have you visited like since?
No, I think the
No.
closest I got was I want to say we had a plane that we landed in France, which man, oh man, their little COVID protocol was wild at the time. I think we were trying to get to UAE and we had to
Mhm.
go there, but yeah, that was the closest I've been since so long ago, so long ago.
Well, now they got like bonus money. You can go
Right
get
now,
some
I
Spain
don't even know
sun.
what's going over there with all this stuff going on. Get halfway there, they send me back. You coughed wrong. You got to go back. I'm like, what? Okay, wow.
I was born here. You
Right, you
cannot accept
can't
me.
make me leave.
So that was the fight that you went over, and like the guy really like made you upset.
Yeah,
You don't
buddy.
seem like a guy that can easily get upset.
Yeah, it was.
So what happened?
Okay, so I was supposed to fight Ole Thompson. It was gonna be great grand rematch. Like, oh man, I couldn't wait to get this one in. But Ole had I guess complications with the whole COVID stuff again.
Yeah.
He had everything down, but you had to have it 3 days in. His was 4 days, and I don't know, it was crazy. But his coach, his boxing coach, actually, boxing and Muay Thai coach, had already flown over a day before, so he had made it. So in my mind, I was like, wow, man, this guy, thanks a lot. And then that night, pretty much, as I'm Googling him, looking like, okay, hang on, this guy doesn't have a record. Hang on. Oh man, history. So I find his amateur fights, and I was like, oh no, this is man, I hope they really paid this guy because he's got 2 amateur fights. Now he's 2-0. Amateur, I guess he's just now getting into or was getting into the MMA thing. But I'm sorry, like I know they did it to me. My first pro fight was against Jonathan Ivey. I think he was 57 and like 67 or something like that when I fought him. Now this guy has to fight me. I at the time was 20-6, and he's 0-0. And I'm like, dude, there's like you can't. If I do anything, I'm gonna look like a bully. Like there's nothing I
Yeah.
can do. All I can do is thank this guy. So we get to weigh-ins. He's the whole weekend. In passing, we kind of, I look away. I don't like seeing my opponent really too much. I know I'm already going to be nice, but I hate it when I'm overly nice to him. And then it turns into, yeah, man, how's your family? No, how's your family? Me and John, the whole weekend were like that. It was bad. I held his son and everything. It was nuts. But yeah, so this guy, he walks by and I'm noticing and I'm like, okay, he's grumpy. I guess I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm not gonna say nothing. We get to weigh-ins and he still has that same energy. So I'm like, all right, let me dial this down. I guess it was because of the mask that we had on. I go up to say, "Hey man, I really just want to thank," and I don't know if he thought I said, I don't know what he thought I said, but out of nowhere,
Wank.
something that's like, I don't know. He goes, bro, fuck you, bro. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna kill you. I'm not here for no dancing. I'm not here for no singing. I'm gonna tuck you out and I'm gonna kill you. And I was like, well, I was just about to thank you. Like I was more hurt than I was angry. I was just looking
Yeah.
around like, huh. And then it hit me. Hey man, you can't be no punk on stage. I don't know what ghost came out of nowhere and hit me. Was like, hey man, you gotta get tough. You got your shirt off over here, get tough. So I was like, hey man, da, 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 da. They came and grabbed me. I see why those guys do that now. The whole little, let me jump a little more because I know they got me. I did it twice. I was like, y'all got me right. I'm in your face. So they grabbed me back, the rest of the way. And the guys, I know they probably think I'm crazy. They have to think I'm crazy because I was not even angry. So I turned it off instantly. They're like, hey man, you better calm down. We're gonna take your money. We're gonna do this. I was like, why y'all gonna do that, man? I'm fine. Like I'm perfectly fine. I turn around, he's over there yelling again. I turn it back on. Oh yeah, that's how you feel, baby. They go, I thought you said you're fine. I said, guys, I am. I'm playing the part. Y'all look, y'all want it or not. What do you want me to do? I ain't gonna touch them, trust me. So then they, we already have the separated seating. We're technically supposed to still be next to each other, but now we're both in timeout. So they move us all the way from each other. And then he starts saying something random. And I'm like, dude, we just had our moment. Stop. Like, stop it. We literally had our 15 minutes. Good. He's still over there chirping, and I was like, okay, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mean mind. And I think I said like something like, you know what Deontay Wilder said? Yeah, I'm gonna execute my right just like him. Like it's not even tough, but the tone maybe made it sound a little tough or whatever. But yeah, right after that, I got a message like in UAE, it was probably like 4 something. Stipe messages me and goes, hey, are you okay? I've never seen you like that. And I was like, yeah. He made me mad, but really I was just playing the part of Stipe. Let's be honest. Like, I know this dude is terrified. You can see it in his eyes in that video actually on my page. Like, he after the fight, he told me straight up, he goes, bro, I almost made myself trip up or something in the hallway because I did not want to fight you after that. I really thought you was going to kill me, bro. I was like, nah, man, you made me mad, but I wasn't mad. I was just hurt. He goes, I'm sorry, bro. I had to play the part. Me coming in, 0-0. I had to be the tough guy, And I was like, yeah, I guess, man. You gotta be careful doing that, man. That's the face of the meme that we have together. Is me being like, you can't just do that to people. Like, you gonna do it to the wrong person one day, man. You got lucky it was me. But yeah, no, that was that story there. good old you. I forget his name. But yeah, no, good guy. And then I don't know if you saw the end of that video. Frank Trigg let me throw that knee. Like the ground and pound jumping knee.
Yes, yeah, that
I
was
like,
so
come on,
cool.
Trigg, stop. All right, you don't want to stop it? I know how you'll stop it. Then he stopped. So, but yeah, that was
I
that
was like,
story.
taking notes, jumping knees.
It worked.
It looked good. And like, I also want to like highlight how good your British accent was.
Hey, all right. Practicing that with you. And my kids, like, they watch that Peppa Pig all the time. Peppa Pig, Muddy Puddles, and all that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, been there, done that. So, hello, Daddy. Are we going to play Muddy Puddles? Yeah. I've been there, done all that, all them. I think no, yeah, they're past Peppa Pig now, but my niece might still like some Peppa Pig. But
I have some Peppa Pig gummies here at what is it called? Marks and Spencer's.
No. No, buy another thing and then throw them both in the trash. No, just
So,
hey, that's Miocic behind you.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's him fighting Skyscraper.
True.
And
You have the one fight that he should have never lost up.
Sorry.
And that's your boo right there, Dan Hardy.
Yeah, look.
Okay.
So good with red hair. Look at that.
That's oh man. When he had the mohawk, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the Hardy days right there. Oh.
I remember watching and be like, oh, he crazy.
Yeah.
Right then. How you doing? I shouldn't admit that at all. I sound like such a stalker. I mean, I mean, a little bit, a little bit.
Yeah,
It
you
did
know, it's
come to
Dan though. It's
England.
different. That's different.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks. It's different. Sometimes, like, I tell them, and I'm like, "Oh, is that crossing the line? Am I like no longer cute? Is it
Well,
not
hey,
weird?"
clearly it's working. It's working. So you good.
I'm good. I know where he lives now. I mean, what's
There
he
you
gonna
go.
do? I know where he sleeps, where he lives. It's like,
They gonna use this video as evidence. You better be careful.
I just have the Raptors like cut this out, like special for me.
Oh, no.
Oh man, like honestly, it's so cool to watch you, like to watch you fight and to watch your energy and to see how you inspire so many people. And I remember like one day that I don't know how this will sound. I don't have a very good filter on like what's like what's good conversation and what's not. But like I remember one day like I was feeling like really like I was just feeling like bad, and like I had just had knee surgery and I had gained some weight, and like I couldn't really move very well, and I just felt like, I was felt like really, really down. And I was with my dad, and he was like, "Oh, like let's just practice some kicks. Kicking always makes you feel better and all this." And I was like, "No, I can't. Like I'm not agile anymore. Like I can't move good. I'm like not nothing, right?" And then he brings out like a video of you, and he's just like, "Look at this." Never,
awesome.
ever give me that excuse.
Yeah.
And I was like, fair enough.
Boom.
Fair enough. Okay.
I can't even say nothing now. I can't That's what's so awesome, man. Oh man.
Yeah, man. It's like honestly, you inspire people in so many ways, and I can't even like right now think about like the amount of people, imagine in their own homes, that have talked about your fight, your walkout, your like it's like it's insane. It's insane. And like I messaged my coach, and he was talking about it and how much he loved it. Like,
yeah, I was trying to watch some of the reactions on YouTube, and it's you'll hear some of the people that have known about me for a minute. They're like, all right, yeah, he's gonna get there. It is, baby. But like the people that you can tell weren't expecting it at all, you'll hear, holy shit! Whoa, wait a minute! What? And a front flap. And you're like, yeah. But yeah, no, it's been a whirlwind just a wave of positivity. There's that one guy in the comments, and but everybody's like, word, oh, who pooed in your breakfast this morning, huh, buddy? huh? What's wrong with you? But yeah, no, other than that, man, it's been what I want, like literally just that positive wave, man. And the cool factor is like I know me and I need to message him, but me and John probably actually end up training because I need to get up to strong style and whatever, and he's there, so we're gonna link up. Man, we might do a little podcast thing together or something. So yeah,
sick.
Yeah, everything's going in the right direction.
Is there anybody else that you'd like to train with?
Everybody, to be honest with you, I hit up Pettis and them, like, because I like their style of taekwondo for MMA. So I was like, hey man, we should link up, get some in. That oh my God, it's killing me right now. The dude from Belgium, the two-time Olympian guy, want to slide in there with him because like he throws all these crazy triples, and like on his third, it's always.
Know what? I know who you're talking about. I have no idea what his name is, but I try to find his gym.
Yes, he hit me up, and I was like, like just honestly mixing it up, like I was telling you, I've always been that sponge. So anybody that wants to train, I had this guy, Cody Beck was his name, backyard fighter. Especially like before this whole wave that happened, I literally was, hey man, like asking old friends from high school, I know you don't know how to fight, but can you just put some pads on and just throw some punches at me? That's all I need for you, you know what I mean? So like to have this guy, his name was Cody Beck. He came out of nowhere, backyard, one of them backyard fighters, out of Arkansas. He's out of Arkansas. I guess he's got the belt and everything. Real good guy. I see why he beats up those other little backyard dudes. Kind of cheating, if you ask me. But but no, he came out and helped out. And yeah, like anybody, if you feel you've got the guts to come out train, I'm more than happy, because one, get that whole MO of, oh, you're just gonna try to hit me hard. No, we can move, we're gonna learn, we're gonna do whatever, so I'll train with anybody that's willing.
Is it difficult for you to find partners? Like do they find you sometimes intimidating to the point where they're like, no, maybe I don't want to train with you?
I don't come across, I try not to come across as intimidating. I know sometimes they put up training videos and it's like, word, you throwing that in training too? Nah, I'm good. But it's hard in locations. Like, say if I go to a Stipe is gonna bring in 4 other heavyweights, you know what I mean? So a lot of the times it's better when you catch a heavyweight in camp, because a heavyweight's gonna bring in at least 2 to 3 other heavyweights. And half the time you might know 1 or 2 that can come with you. So you'll get a solid like 6 heavyweights in a room at a time. I remember, where were we at? Jackson Wink. Like, man, it was like a candy shop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got Jones over here, you got this dude over here, Juan Adams over here, the crochet boss, you know what I mean? Like, you have all these bodies in there, just big bodies that you don't get to train with, because 9 out of 10 times, if you're, I'll say, like a top heavyweight training by yourself somewhere, you're training with little guys, and you can't hit the little guys hard, or you got to chase them around for about 4 minutes of a 5-minute round, and here they come. I said that because John Dotson did that to me a couple times. I was chasing them for 4 minutes, and then it's just like, you know what, you saved all that. Thanks a lot, man. But yeah, like now it's a lot easier, especially with what just happened. I'm getting a lot of hey man, anytime you need it. Oh, where were you 2 months ago, jerk?
Yeah, right. When I needed a training partner.
But yeah, no, it started out difficult, but Scott Barrett actually, big name, especially that the Bible Belt, as we call it, in the South over here. He helped run Black Zillions actually at the time when Glenn was alive and whatnot. He actually use his links and connection. It was a lot of traveling and whatnot, which I'm not gonna complain about, because I've seen that's part of it. Fighters got to travel to get to where they need to go. But it was also cool being stationary and having the guys come to me. That worked. But yeah. No, I got all the heavyweights I need now.
You know what? These headphones are somewhere that I think would be like great for you, and obviously just putting it out there, because you said like Belgium for Taekwondo, and like in Paris, an MMA factory, they have loads of like heavyweights. Plus you got Cyril Gane that's fighting for we're
so
fans.
I ran into him at the hotel.
Oh, you did?
And I lost it. Like, my coach called me up. He was like, "You really fanboying over the heavyweight?" I was like, "Have you seen him? Have you seen him fight and move? Like, that's what I'm going for. He's just in the body that I need to do it with." But yeah, no, like
it's my spirit body.
Yeah, like we had just got done doing our last little workout or whatever, and so they had these little hot blankets, and Scott thought it'd be so cool to put me in one of these hot blankets, knowing I hate heat. So I'm in there and I'm like, yeah, I see why they use this. This is dumb. Can you get me out now? I'm on weight. I don't know why we're doing this. So I leave that. I'm a little groggy. I realize he's in the lobby, and I'm like, this isn't gonna go how I wanted it to. But I said, "Hey man, I just added you on Instagram. Why don't you add me back?" He goes, "Huh?" He doesn't know who I am. So I rib shot him. I punch him in the ribs, and I go, "Hey man, you would add me?" He goes, "Oh, you're the guy. Okay, yeah, I got you, bro. I got you." But it was cool. And then after the fight, he I think because one of his boys fought on the card, he walked by, and acknowledged me. I pointed to him or whatever. He pointed back or whatever. So hopefully I can link up with him, dude. That would be phenomenal, man. Like his kicks and everything, I would definitely love to pick his brain with stuff.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Plus he also loves dancing. Like,
yeah, I saw that.
There's never a time ever that he's not like with music and dancing, and like, just like, how y'all have so much energy.
We're variants. I have a feeling we're variants of each other. I knew it. I knew there was something going on there. I just got the bad body variant. I'm from Universe, like You got the 616 one, you know, whatever.
Like the Loki variants.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
Oh, I loved Loki. That was so cool. Have you
Yeah,
seen
coming for
it?
season 2. Yeah.
Oh, oh, and
Yeah.
the new Mandalorian stuff gonna come out the
Yeah.
29th. Oh,
Is
so
Gina Carano in it or no? I've been seeing.
I don't know. I think they took her out because
Yeah.
she
Okay.
said
I
some
thought.
stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't.
She did her thing. Yeah. 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 Gotta do you.
I
But
don't even remember.
where and then I heard they were gonna replace her with Xena Warrior Princess. But I heard she was doing something else with Disney, so it's like, come on, y'all, get it together. But nah, yeah, I
Give
can't
me
wait for that.
someone good.
Yeah, I hope the the baby gets. I want him to become a Mando so bad. That's what I want him to have the little suit and everything, and just.
I wonder if
The
you can.
greatest
Oh
thing.
no, like over there have like the baby Yoda, well, not Grogu, and like
Really?
Lego and stuff. Oh my god, I have like the keychain, like everything.
I got my son the operational Mandalorian, like Operation the game.
Yeah.
They got one that like you can pull out the little stormtrooper's head, you can pull out Grogu's head and whatnot, little stuff like that. But I'm a Star
That's
Wars
cool.
Star Wars fan.
Are you a Lego fan as well?
Yeah, we got actually about before we left, we were playing Marvel Lego, getting mad because we thought we had saved the game, but we didn't, so we had to start all the way back over. Don't nobody want to be Hawkeye and Black Widow in the beginning, that whole thing. But yeah, no,
They're cool.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want to start over again after you've got Iron Man, you don't unlock Hulk, Wolverine, and everybody else, and I got to be Hawkeye again. Oh, I guess.
So, who's your favorite superhero?
Oh no. Well, that's tough. It depends on the day of the week, to be honest with you. Some days Black Panther, some days Hulk. Some days I don't like the hero. Some days I feel, I'm like, oh man, I like Omega Red, so I'm just like, I'm everywhere with it. So it just depends on the day of the week. I could say if I were to it had to be, I guess, I think it's Scar, Hulk's son, the one that wields the sword. That's I've been reading up on him, and he's actually that one. I feel we have a connection.
Feel a connection there.
Yeah, when I read up
on
him,
what about him makes you feel a connection?
How he's misunderstood but understood, and then he wants to listen, but there's just something inside him that he just don't want to listen. It reminds me of my childhood, like so much. I wanted to listen, but there was just something inside of me that just wasn't. It just wouldn't let me listen. And then here comes a shoe, pow. Oh, okay, I'll listen. But yeah, no, I relate to him in that manner of him being a knucklehead.
Yeah, well, it makes you a good fighter. Shoe comes out, you're like, start slipping.
Wow, well, not with the accuracy my mom had.
Yeah, for real, those shoes are like.
I think what Eddie Murphy said that you could be in another room and you like, haha, I got away. Wow, oh man, what the hell?
It was like around, just defies physics.
Yep. Get you when you think about doing something like, wait a minute, I didn't even do anything yet. Wow, I know you're thinking about it. It's like, geez.
So you were this energetic as a child as well.
Yeah,
was it worse? Was it?
Yeah, but worse. Like there was. Yeah, it was bad. What was it? Maybe they just had me in the wrong settings. No, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah.
Did you feel like Taekwondo was what helped, or dance was what helped?
Hands down. Like that's why they put me in Taekwondo. Like, boy, you got too much energy. Okay, so when you get home, we're going straight to this, and then after that, we're gonna do the other one. And guess what? You're gonna do the adult class tonight too. So it's like, okay, all right, and that would maybe slow me down a little bit. That'd get me to do my homework. That was about
it. Did your mom did she? Because I heard you say that your whole family has or black belts, or have belts in Taekwondo. So was it like they did martial arts before and then they took you here, or they took you to calm you down and then they started doing it as well?
No, it actually started out with my brother getting picked on in Spain. On the Air Force base, he used to get picked on a lot, and my dad not being there, to be able to be like, hey guys, stop picking on him. He was like, look, man, I'm tired of you coming home from getting beat up. You have to do something. You have to defend yourself, So he taught him there, and then actually when we left Spain, we went to Colorado, and that's when they started taking it together. He saw the benefits that Kurt was getting out of it, so he started taking it. From Colorado, where we moved, Texas, and then Georgia. Yeah, Georgia is when I actually started to pick it up. So the benefits of it for Kurt. Now my dad and Kurt are taking it, and they're great in shape. All I remember all the little pictures and all the whatnot, and kicks and all that other stuff. And then also my brother didn't want to play football, so he was like, "Hey, you're gonna do something," So Taekwondo, there it is again. My goofy self, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna dial that in right now. All that energy, Taekwondo." So we got me, my brother, and my dad in it. I get to, I think, brown belt, and then my mom's like, "Y'all ain't about to leave me out." she she actually goes through the process, catches me because I stopped for a minute because I started playing football in high school. So she ends up catching me in Dan's and whatever. I think she's passed me now. I think she's like about to go for her fourth, about to try to go master. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then she can give out black belts when she's
Yeah,
fourth, right?
yeah. So yeah, it's crazy, but yeah. So it's been a boom, boom, boom. Mom got in it. Now it's with me. My two little ones are in it. My brother's youngest isn't in it yet, but she's there every day watching. His oldest is actually in it now. So yeah, it's a family affair.
No, that's awesome. Do you also do you still teach classes to kids or teach
No,
classes at all?
he's there 24/7. Like I swear he's in that building all the time. I'm more of a mascot. That I'm like, "Hey y'all," and then I'm out, type thing. But yeah, no. I was doing the MMA classes, but the time wise, I don't like to. After about 6:00, I like to just wind it down, kids, chill with my lady, just call it a day.
Yeah.
So of course, MMA, everybody's got a job. Everybody's not off until 8:00. We were up there some nights training from 8 to 1:00 in the morning. Like that's just what it was. Like we'd be on there. "All right, man, come on, you ready? Another round? All right, then we go another round." That whole male ego. Stop. No, I don't know how to stop. But yeah, he's there running it. Got different programs and whatnot set up. With it. We've introduced you can't have schools anymore without having jujitsu in it. Like it's just that's just the thing, so we brought in some guys for that, but yeah, he's in there. I'll pop in, every once in a while, test things and stuff like that. But yeah, no, that's him. That's him, and I'll show up when he needs me.
Yeah. Well, did they watch the fight? How did they see it?
Yeah,
Did they react to it?
I think I know definitely for the first one they did a whole little watch party up there, the whole whole little event thing. But there's a place here, Beef O'Brady's. They'll actually start playing my fights, especially now. Woo! So a lot of folks just go up there because it's local right here, right next to BTA, and then you've got food, drinks, and all that other stuff, and then we don't have to worry about cleaning up. If you throw anything at somebody else's establishment. So, but yeah,
it's way better.
right.
Well, man, it was an absolute pleasure to speak with you, and I really hope I'll get this chance again. Honestly, I just started to get a cold and I felt really down, and now I'm full of energy.
There you go. Wow, call me vitamin C.
So thank you so much. I'll leave you. I know you have a million messages now to get back to, but I hope the best for you. And
you just tied me up. I probably was at closing down to 50. Me taking this little break right here probably just made about 1,000 now. Way to go. Now I got somebody to blame it. Yeah, good now.
Sorry, everyone. Oh man, but thank you, and hopefully I'll have you on again, and it'd be a pleasure.
Awesome. Yes. Hopefully of this magnitude too. We'll be talking about, man, did you see that kick? But yeah, definitely. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me.
One thing I wanted to ask you, just out of curiosity, because you throw a lot of spin kicks, right? And yeah, I had just one passed me by now. You throw a lot of spin kicks and stuff. Isn't that isn't that hard to like practice while sparring? Because I know people get like all weird about like, oh, you hit me with your heel
Yeah,
or you hit me with this. Like,
it's
isn't it
tough.
hard to
Like
like train for that?
I'm just now getting used to throwing my tornado kick at like half speed while sparring because that's a
Mhm.
lot of meat coming when I throw, when I throw it full speed. So it's tough. I didn't practice that move at all this whole camp. We didn't
Oh,
practice that.
really?
That's just, that like literally that fake step spinning hook kick has always been either spinning side kick or spinning hook kick. One of them is gonna land. So I saw it the way he kept planting his foot. He was started to dig in, and then when I threw the side kick, I think it was in the first round, he winks down like that. He put his hands down and kind of came down to block the kick to the gut instead of going to the head. So I was like, all right, Chris, definitely second round, start mixing it in. I didn't think that one was gonna land. I was gonna feint that one and then try to come back a little bit later after landing a couple more leg kicks and then throw it a
Mm.
little bit higher, but that one went through and I was like, all right, cash it in. But yeah, no, yeah, they're it's I can hit a bag with it, you know what I mean? But you don't get that same reaction. Like when he fell out, I don't know if you noticed my little cartoon trying to get over to him to hit him because you when you throw those, you have to throw it with force. So your
Yeah.
body's like, you can't practice that force in training. So it's one of those things you practice on Bob the dummy and hopefully, get the reaction you're looking for.
Yeah, hopefully it comes out in a fight, like you
Right.
think. I've had like so many issues with that because I absolutely love spin kicks. Like I love them and I love to throw them. I love how I feel when I throw them. I love like the timing of it, like all of it. I feel like
Amazing.
it's amazing. It's
Like
like
a
when you land
magical
one,
unicorn when I'm spinning.
yeah, exactly. But then like I've had like in training, just so many people be like, oh, you can't throw that. Like, wow, that's not a cool move.
Yeah,
That's like,
yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I get it, but what am I supposed to practice when I fight?
Exactly. Like
What do
hitting the
I
wave
do?
master gets old. He's just like, come on, man. Like, you need that
Learn to
reaction.
block, man.
For real. Initially, that's your fault. You should have blocked it or got out the way. Not
Yeah.
on
I mean,
me.
I feel like if you can throw it in Taekwondo sparring, I should be able to throw it in MMA sparring. Like, come on,
Maybe we
man.
should make them wear chest protectors. That's the only thing I can think. Give them
Right?
chest protectors.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think at this point.
Well, you can get on that.
Right?
So like the next time you see like Stipe or Alistair, just like start handing them chest protectors.
What is this? Don't worry about it. You'll see.
Don't worry about it, just wear it. You're gonna find out.
Exactly. You're gonna learn today.
All right, man. I'll leave you to your now 1,500 messages.
Yep. There it is.
It went up. It went up already.
Yep,
Extra question.
Oh, my phone just went off again. There it is. Yep.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you so
Awesome. I
much.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.